Uh, oh, I need money. I remember. I just now remembered I need money. That's why I can't get it. I need more money. Shit, do I have any, not really, because my main quest is what, level 42? Yeah, I need to do this main quest. Gotta get that master gear, yeah. I'm on, I think I have master level gear on right now. I need grandmaster. Wait, I gotta turn the brightness up on the screen. Shit. One day I'm gonna start a stream and not have to fuck around with any of the other settings. Ow! Ow. Ow, don't ask me what that was. I'm struggling to wait for Battlefield 4 to finish installing. That's gonna be a while. Played it 5+ hours to get up to 50%. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, it's a big game. I got Battlefield Hardline on my PS4. It's pretty fun. I mean, but it's like a, oh man, that's beautiful. Like a Battlefield 4, and I said this before. It's like a Battlefield 4 expansion pack. Xbox, take a screenshot. Yeah, it's like a Battlefield 4 expansion pack. Hardline is. So that's, it's nothing fancy, but I got it for $5. So, I mean, yeah. So, just about any game is worth $5. Even Hardline. Hardline's not bad. Hardline's not a terrible game, guys. It's just, like I said, it's just like more Battlefield 4. Just it runs a little bit smoother.
Guess that's a champion.
3 gigabytes. I thought Battlefield 4 would be more than that. Oh, you're not downloading any of the patches, are you? Like the updates? You're not downloading any of the expansions. I know the expansions would be, easily put it over 45 gigabytes, probably. Maybe. Maybe, I don't know, I might be wrong.
Time is no clock. It keeps
Okay, where's
going.
the, over here. There's a place in the vision.
Boot blacks don't usually work nights. Need to come back during the day.
Okay. During his work hours? Spitting at me, motherfucker. Whatever, bitch. Hey, right here. Good plan. Alright, what was his hours? 2 sleeps. Two sleeps, huh? Well, the price list has it on here somewhere. I know the price list had his hours on here. I don't know why I should have read it a little carefully. I need to trade that money in. It doesn't say. Okay, I guess it's just daytime. So go on the gym for like an hour next week. Yes! Yes, you are. You know what numbers? You're gonna love it too. You're gonna keep going. I'm afraid I might have meditated too long. It's about midday or late evening.
Places
we go.
But you little... Explain it. Whether it pours for a week or the sun bakes our pates, we've always mud up to our ankles here.
You can't blame me for Beauclair's fickle weather.
Fickle weather! I've seen you. You empty your chamber pot in front of our shop each morn, so folks will dirty their boots, go to you to get them cleaned.
A far-fetched conspiracy theory, sirs.
I'll conspire to welt your bum with my belt. Come here.
Leave him alone.
Just who the spit are you?
All you need to know is, long as I'm here, you're not gonna touch the boy.
Is that so? Then we'll come find him once you're gone.
Try it, and I'll find you.
Is that a threat?
Yep. Leave the kid be and piss off.
Oh no. No northern sheep dittler insults us. We'll pummel the swine first.
More guys
then
that think
spike
that
the
they can beat up
pig.
Geralt.
Get him! We'll break your legs, you vagrant!
Teach you to help scofflaws and cheats.
Damn it.
Oh, Geralt does a Superman punch. It's pretty cool.
Let's move. Let's...
Chumps. Hey, swords, maybe they'd be a bit scared. Well, it was a fist fight, so obviously. I mean, he had a Witcher medallion. Into the medallion. You should have known.
What's the meaning of
Enjoyed
this? The
going.
brawl? Who started it?
Yeah, numbers is it's great stuff.
I'm investigating the beast, on the Duchess's orders.
Ah, yes. We've heard of you. And these men, what are they doing?
Nothing really. Had a little misunderstanding. Figured it out, though.
Uh-huh, I see. As the Duchess's protege, you may go. But this lot, that's another matter. You'll come with us. Some time in a cell ought to scare the dimwits out of you. Come on.
You're very good with your fists, sir. Wouldn't be looking for work, would you? We'd make a fine duo.
Yeah? How you imagine that working?
Splendidly. That's how. I suggest a partnership, where I see to the boots while you stand guard. And as you're the stronger, come morn you take the chamber pot out and help me make mud.
Bit about the mud's true? They were right to want to box your ears.
I've got to make a living somehow, so what say you, sir? Partners?
Let me think about it. Listen, I'm interested in a certain gentleman.
Oh, wait! Before we get to talking, please, take a seat.
But my boots are clean.
In this city, no boots are clean unless they've just come off my stamp. A seat, sir, please.
I'm down numbers.
So then, who was it you wanted to ask about?
One of your patrons. Tall, elegant black frock. Not from around here.
An arrival? Indeed. I hear a faint bell ringing. A modest sum might make it sing out loud and clear.
How much?
Let's say 500 crowns.
What? Gotta be kidding me. What would you even do with that kind
Xbox,
of
take a
coin?
screenshot.
Expand my venture. I'm sure you can imagine. Have a proper stand with a big sign. I want a new box too. New polishes, new brushes. And if I've enough coin left, I'll buy a share in a launderer's. Get wastewater for free.
Got it all planned out.
I should think so. Capital is all I
Shit, I don't have delusion level 2.
All right. Let's see if we can't figure something out.
Kid,
That's not even worth the spit I'd need to use to discuss it.
oh shit. Oh, let's go up to 4. Up to 415. How about that?
It's not quite. I don't know. Ah, see? I knew we'd clinch it.
Fine. Guess I can agree to that.
1,000 thanks. I shan't forget it. Now to the matter at hand. I know the fellow you seek, though I don't know his name. A steady patron. Gets his boots cleaned every few days.
Yeah, I was.
He's very good to me.
I
Always
needed money
pays
for
me a
Witcher gear,
premium.
but
Know where I might find him?
maybe
No,
that investment
but
would
you
be
could wait
good
here.
investment for me.
Perhaps he'll stop by.
Don't have the time for that. Sure you don't know where to find him? Or maybe notice which direction he came from?
When I clean boots, sir, I do not look up to see where folk come from. I clean.
It seems you're having a rough go of it.
Oh, you're here. Feeling better?
I am, thank you. The local necropolis. The air does wonders for me. Now, if
Read
I
as
might
far as numbers.
intercede, I dare say I've the right question to ask. Young man, you see this vial? One drop added to your boot polish will help you wipe even the most encrusted boot clean as the dome of St. Lebioda's Cathedral. With it, you will serve 3 times as many patrons at a fraction of the effort, and piles more coin. I'm prepared to give you this vial if you tell me where the man we seek lives.
But you won't hurt him, will you? The gentleman's art, true, but he's kind.
In point of fact, he's a friend. Yet we had a falling out of sorts and would like to straighten matters out.
I leave his boots at the door of a house near the port. The door is red, but I do not know if the gentleman lives there.
Worth checking. Might happen on a lead.
Would you let me scrape the dirt off your kickers before you go? With all due respect, sirs, your boots could stand a cleaning.
Thank you. Perhaps later.
That was nice of him. Nice of Regis to give him that. Cross pass again and pay you back.
Handled
Yeah,
that kid
maybe.
pretty well.
Investment.
Finding the
Hey, he
right
offered me an
approach.
investment. I'm like,
That's
he's
the
like,
trick to
hey,
dealing with children.
give me this money,
Yeah,
and then
saw that.
You know,
Meaning
I bet you I can
the
make
right
a lot
thing
more.
to bribe them with.
Maybe I'll get my money back. Cross pass again and pay you back. Yeah. You say to me, go. Nothing. Nothing important. Nothing important. Numbers. Fucking hot. I'm telling you. Guys, my air conditioner, I've had it look, my air
So,
conditioning
what's it gonna
system,
be?
my central air system, I've had it looked at twice. Okay? And up here in my room, like at the top level of my townhouse, it's hot. It's like real hot. It's easily probably 10 degrees hotter than it is downstairs. Almost. Or probably more. And the blower that blows the wind in through, out of the vents into the house, it fucking just stops working. Like the air conditioning unit will run, but the blower's not blowing out any air. So it always fucks up on the weekend too. I don't know what the deal is with it. I don't get it.
Red door. One the boot black
I'm
mentioned.
going to need one of those electric air conditioning units to sit in the room probably somewhere. That would be smart.
Won't budge. Gotta break it down.
You might just as well stand out in the street, pound on a drum and holler, "Detlef, I'm coming for you." A bit more finesse, I implore you.
Let's hear your idea.
Give me a moment.
But the fire alarm issue all over again. Well, not really. But I see what you mean.
Nice. Ever consider becoming a burglar? Skill like that'd come in awful handy.
I considered it briefly, but ultimately concluded it would be terribly dull. Come.
shitload of crows all over this building. I've had them come fix it twice. This is the third time. This is the third time it's fucked up. Look at this place.
He here? Sense him.
No, he's not here, but he was here recently. His scent is still strong.
Let's look around.
I'm gonna cry.
Old toy. No use to anyone. Shame. Must have brought someone joy sometime.
I find these puppets rather disturbing.
Somebody fixed this recently.
I realized that I went through almost this whole game, the whole beginning of the game until recently. I realized that the shit that I loot in the buildings
No dust mark.
is not
Somebody
useless.
moved this here recently.
Because
I find these
if you can't use it for
puppets
crafting
rather
something,
disturbing.
which a lot of that shit you need for your Witcher gear, so when you kill the monsters and pick up like their monster eggs and monster blood and vampire's blood and all that, a lot of that shit goes towards like the weapons, you know, potions, and you know, just shit you can craft to use. And a lot of times the weapons Geralt uses, you get or the clothing that he's wearing, the armor and stuff, the leather comes from like
Nice
scraps
little
and ore. See, I just picked up a shitload of ore, and use all that stuff for armor, weapons. So it's not useless.
Sometimes I think I might end up like one of these toys.
So I used to go through the game thinking, what am I going to use any of that shit for? There's no reason they would put shit in a game and not
Attic, let's go.
have a use for it. You know what I mean? Other than just, oh man, I picked up
So
a
this is his
cloth
nest.
and oh man, I guess I
Need to
can
look
sell it.
around.
Has no value, but I'll sell it.
Under Eretane, you do not know us, but we know you to be a vampire. We know also of your weakness for the wench they call Renowed. Now you know this. We shall chain her down and let rats feed on her. We shall flay the skin from her flesh. Yet you can save her. You need but travel to Beauclair, where you shall slay 5 men in the manner we prescribe. You must complete the killing in 3 days. Fail, and the next letter you receive will contain a memento of your failure. Your beloved's finger.
There you have it. Proof positive Dettlaff killed not of his own accord.
A blackmailer sunk his claws into him.
Any idea what it could be? Dettlaff have any enemies?
Indeed, Dettlaff gains foes occasionally, but they never live long.
One might have managed to evade him.
Possible in theory, but I know of none. It would have to be someone devilishly dangerous.
As you well know, having faced Dettlaff yourself.
Whoever it is someone new.
Who's Renowed?
His one-time lover. The sole human woman with whom he was very close. Because she accepted him. With her aid and care, he found a place for himself in this
Boobs.
hostile world. She began the work that I strive to continue.
Ever meet her?
Never had the pleasure, alas. She deserted him a time before he came around to save me, though he always claimed she'd gone missing.
Why do you think that? Any signs or clues to that effect?
None to be found. Apparently she disappeared one day. Her belongings disappeared with her. Not a scenario one associates with kidnapping.
In my humble
beautiful.
opinion, she left on her own. Scared off perhaps by a bout of Dettlaff's rage that revealed his other, more monstrous side.
Dettlaff have trouble letting go, accepting that she'd left him?
Is that so hard to believe? Do you know no humans who've struggled with just such a thing?
And Dettlaff is so much more emotional than most humans.
Not only was she his beloved, his lover, his mate, she was a member of his pack. And one never leaves one's pack voluntarily.
Dettlaff ever try to find her? I mean, if she was that important. Higher vampires have their ways.
Xbox, take a
all
screenshot.
kinds. Should have been easy as pie for him.
Geralt, as you rightly noted, we are vampires, not miracle workers. He searched for months on end before giving up. Clearly, Renowed knew him all too well. Enough to cover her
Renowed.
tracks.
Good
Leave no
name.
way for him to find her.
Even if Renowed did abandon him that time, looks like someone's actually kidnapped her this time.
Hard to argue with that. And hard to foresee what he's prepared to do to free her. Get her back.
He's prepared to kill, that's clear.
As would you be for Yennefer. He kills for he cares for her deeply. And that blood, those individuals, they mean nothing to him.
Yeah, I get it now. He's out to rescue a female from his pack.
Exactly.
Right, so someone's blackmailing him. We know that. Still have no idea who. Need to look around some more. Woman's likeness. Bit smudged. That Renowed?
I don't know. As I said, I never met her.
Reminds me of someone.
Who?
Not sure. Can't help feeling I've seen that face before, though. Nice tune.
Indeed. I'm not certain why, but it reminds me of home. Our true home from before the conjunction of spheres.
That was nice.
Tools were used recently. Detloff unwind by fixing toys between murders.
Really now, Geralt, must you?
Bits of paper, name on each. Count Crespi, Count Dulac, Milton de Peyrac-Peyrin, Count Delacroix.
Detloff's victims, one and all. But that's not his hand.
Must have come from whoever wrote the letter. All of it written using the same ink. See the color? Ink was dyed with cinnabarite. Rare mineral, pretty much found only in...
Nazaire. But I fear it means very little. Anyone could have imported such ink.
Fair enough. Still worth remembering.
Look, this slip is stained.
With wine. Not much to go on either. Especially not in Beauclair.
Perhaps. Yet perhaps also worth remembering.
Blackmailer. Kinda curious who it could be.
Why is that?
Regis. Somebody kidnapped a vampire's lover. Bold to begin with. Now they're forcing the vampire to kill. A vampire you yourself insisted no murderer. Blackmailer's skilled. Someone special.
Astute. Now that I think of it, I'm beginning to wonder if...
It's not one of your kind? Another vampire?
Precisely. The plot thickens.
Just a hypothesis. Wouldn't set my heart on it till we know more.
Right you are.
Let's sum up what we know. Seems Detloff's being blackmailed. Someone's been feeding him his victims' names.
All noted down using one and the same Nazari ink. And not in his handwriting.
Not much.
But enough to ascertain Detloff's innocence, clearly.
Not how I'd put it. Doubt it's how the Duchess will see it either.
I trust you to convince her. And then...
What? Go on, don't be shy. See you've got it all figured out, including the grin I gotta wear.
It's a rather bold plan, but... Were we to find Renowed, we would strip the blackmailers of their hold on Detloff.
That's one idea. Could be worth a shot. But what about Detloff? He gonna go on killing while I'm out searching for his lover?
He will not. I shall convince him to stay his hand. Assure him you're a friend seeking to help. I'll await him here. He's sure to return sooner or later.
Think he'll listen?
He will.
Ought to wait with you, maybe.
No, he'll sense you from a mile off. Simply fail to appear. I'd better stay alone. You must trust me on this.
Fine. Need to report to the Duchess first.
So be it. We'll await you here. Detloff and I both.
Alright, cool. I can do this Witcher contract. Money.
Oop. Yep. I'm going.
Ah!
Sweet prophet, Ladrone.
Cornbread.
Medallion's vibrating. Magic nearby. Just can't see a source anywhere.
You were very near to it. It looked at you, then galloped into the woods.
Dead moths. Attracted to some ghosts like to the light of a candle. Seems there's at least some truth to the hermit's ravings.
Witcher.
Witcher. Witcher.
What do you have to sell? Like to take a look.
Glorious. Aaron. What does she have? Oh, I got some, what's it? Twin glyphs. Where at?
Take care now.
Let me get some water real quick. Get some water real quick. What's up, Mr. Lake? How you doing, buddy? Get some water real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, guys? In just a moment. What's up, dude? I'm back. Alright, cool.
Grant me but one whole day's rest. I beg you.
Shut the fuck up, cat.
Drops of blood on the pillow.
Thank you,
Trail
Wisp.
of them leading to the window.
Thank you. Thank you, Wisp.
Common gray top. Strong hallucinogen. Thought extinct. Don't often get to see that. Something drinks the hermit's blood at night. That I know. Gotta talk to her. Maybe she can tell me something more. Heard flagellants whip themselves to atone for all humankind's wrongs, to appease the gods, gain their forgiveness. That why you do it?
We've each our own reasons. I seek to atone for the suffering of a living being, which once fell victim to another's vanity. I care not for humankind, preferring instead the company of animals.
Most likely some kind of wraiths tormenting you. Can't tell what kind, though. Felt weak, spent lately? Noticed bite marks on your skin?
As I said, I feel weaker by the day. And bites, of course. There are lice and midges here aplenty.
This isn't lice. Something much bigger drinks your blood while you sleep.
But I do not sleep. Not a wink. He's always present, always watching. I cannot bear it any longer.
Sadly, not much I can do. Can't exterminate it if I can't see it.
The Grey Top. I shall make a brew of it for you. I've 2 mushrooms left. Enough for 1 dose. Perhaps then you'll see what I do.
This mushroom, even in me, could produce some nasty, unpredictable side effects.
True. There is no knowing how Grey Top would affect a mutated body.
A proper brew could be our only chance to figure this out. All right. High time we tried this.
Oh, baby. Give me some of that shroom juice.
If I start muttering something about unicorns or sorceresses, ignore it.
Oh, I hope I'm not the only one that got that reference. That's from like the beginning of the game. Unicorns and sorceresses thing. One of the coolest scenes in the game. Oh god, he's tripping balls. He's tripping balls. Dude, I can't feel my... His sword's at my back. He fucking failed, that was perfect.
Don't see no wraith.
Wow, this clover's amazing. Now that's what I call a bouquet.
Who said that?
Oh, you're awake. Had me worried. You were out way too
Roach?
long. Even considered giving you some white honey. Kinda hard to do with hooves, though.
Roach? Your voice. It's, interesting. Gotta say, I expected a young mare to sound, girlish.
Based on what? Your vast experience with talking animals? As far as I know, I'm your first.
Good point. Must be the brew that did this. Interesting side effect.
Great, isn't it? You should take this stuff more often. Got so many pointers I could give you.
Can't, sadly. Drinking this too often could prove fatal. Hey, know how you always show up when I whistle? How's that work exactly?
Well, you're my human. Gotta be there when you need me. Yes, I'll be there for you, ooh, as the world falls down.
Still kinda strange. How you cross the ocean when I call sometimes, but then get hung up on the tiniest fence. What's that about?
What can I say? Everyone's got limits.
Listen, got this contract I need to finish before the brew wears off.
Right. Monster won't slay itself. Let me see. First up, I need to know what we're dealing with. Follow me, and try not to trample any plants or small animals.
But he's tripping.
We gotta inspect this area closely. I'll look for clues. You stand there and... well, just stand.
Right.
Will you look at that?
Don't see anything here.
These are hoof prints. Not just any old horses either. These were left by an astral being. Otherworldly. We gotta follow them.
Leave me alone, darn it.
The cat talks.
Dead moths often mean a phantom's nearby.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Now, what about the smell? Same whiff I caught at the cemetery in Vizima when we were hunting ghouls. The smell of... death.
Smells normal to me.
Animals are talking to me.
Not taking me for a ride, are you?
Seriously? All right. Now I know what we're up against.
I just went to that fucking cave.
Right, Geralt. Let's sum up what we know so far.
We're dealing with some kind of wraith or phantom, most likely. It visits the hermit at night, drinks her blood. Even if we manage to find it, I've got no idea how I could possibly fight it.
Geralt, please, I got this. It's definitely an Umbra, an immaterial wraith. This one's assumed the form of a horse.
An Umbra actually makes sense. Umbrae are completely invisible, even to Witchers. But how can you be sure?
Because it's not invisible to me, Doofus. It's right over there. It's getting away! Come on, Witcher! Hop in the saddle! Gotta catch it!
Roach doesn't call him Geralt.
Let's go, Geralt! After it! Hey! Gotta save my strength a bit. No telling how long we're gonna need to keep running. Geralt, we gotta have a man-to-horse talk. No offense, but your riding skills, they leave a bit to be desired, buddy. You'd really do me a solid if you could, apply a slightly surer hand. Be a little more decisive about where you want me to go. Sometimes I got no idea, buddy. Do I go left, right, toward where I'm standing?
Yeah, it'd be great if you could respond more fluidly to my commands.
Hey, heard this one? Horse walks into a tavern, and the innkeeper says, "Hey, pal, why the long face?" Ah! Let's not lose sight of that Umbra. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it's right there. Run, Roach.
What the fuck do you think I'm doing?
Come on now. As long as we're being
That's actually pretty brilliant. Where Roach's controls are all weird.
First I've heard. Don't recall that ever happening.
Of course you don't.
Roach's controls are all weird. So the game kind of makes fun of it with this quest, in a way. It's like almost if the developers are aware that controlling the horse is not the most pleasant thing.
Oh, fuck! Geralt, watch out! Good gods! What's with the old good demons?
That was attacking me when I'm doing. Damn, bitch. Oh, baby.
Hello, Clarici. Knight. Died last year. Was more or less the same age as our hermit. Seems his spirit's become a horse-shaped umbra that's tormenting Penastri.
Why are you telling me this? I can read and draw my own conclusions.
Thinking aloud, that's all. Helps me focus.
Geralt, it's the Umbra! Attack!
Let me explain.
Talk, but make it fast. Why are you tormenting the hermit?
She torments me, refuses to forgive me. I'm denied peace in the afterlife, and it's all her doing. Each day I come and beg her for clemency.
Beg her for clemency. You drink her blood, drive her mad with fear.
I don't know how to explain it, but yes, a monstrous force takes me. Though I also know I'll not have peace till the day Penastri forgives me.
You and the hermit, how do you know each other?
We met as babes, grew up side by side. I loved her. Yet she was always sad. Nothing could cheer her. The world terrified her. I thought her gloom came from being poor. So I did my damnedest to take us from our village, make us a better life elsewhere. Became a squire, took her with me to the palace. But Penastri soon learned nobles are no more decent than peasants, not a speck. Once even I'd grown vile to her eyes, she fled the palace and joined the flagellants. I left the court to be near her, yet she cast me off. Said she didn't want to know me. When the whip-bearers proved too hard-hearted for her too, she became a hermit. I see it clearly now, though I never understood her while alive. From the grave's dark depth, The living are bright, sharp flares. You see all their thoughts at once? Now I understand why she had to cast me off.
She's full of rage. Probably what turned you into an Umbra. Why take the form of a horse?
A horse? What do you mean? Each day since I died, a power lifts me from my grave and makes me run. Then I return with blood in my mouth. I don't know what this is, how it comes to pass, but I do know the torment will continue until she forgives me. But she sees me as a horse, you say?
Seems so. Same way I saw you. Must have hurt her something awful if she refuses to forgive you, would rather see you suffer. What did you do?
To her? Nothing. But my horse, I flogged it to death. Pinastri, she saw this. Proud stallion, my Blaze. But he was a bucker, and tossed me during a tourney. One I'd wanted to win badly. Pinastri had been so glad they'd let me stand. Me, a peasant's son. I wanted to win it for her. But that horse made me loose. Rage overcame me. I struck and struck until at last he fell. Oh, the regret! I beg you, forgive me. Absolve me in Blaze's very name.
Can't forgive you for that. Not in my power.
But your horse could? Please, I'd do anything. I'm desperate. Help me. Noble mare, forgive me my sin.
Could free his spirit, pardoning him on behalf of his horse. But you shouldn't do it if you don't think he deserves forgiveness.
Did a rotten thing. Got no excuse. Your horse was loyal. Did the best damn job he could. 'Cause that's how we horses are.
True. I know I deserved what befell me.
But we aren't vengeful, don't hold grudges, don't dwell on being left in monster-infested woods. So, in your poor Blaze's name, I forgive you.
Oh, thank you. I feel it's incredible. Such relief, such lightness.
That was a weird quest. Good one, but a weird one.
All right then. Guess we might as well head back. Pinastri's nights ought to be ghost-free from now on. Anything to add, Geralt?
Nope. Let's go see her.
Is he still high off that shit? Those are some strong mushrooms, man.
Phantom's
I
gone.
wonder if you drank this shit a lot and fucked your ass up.
I felt a change. I did. As if I'd been released from a cramped, dank cellar.
It would prove detrimental to your health.
I had come to believe no one could help me. I'm grateful, Witcher.
Ought to thank my horse, actually. Phantom's departure, mostly Roach's doing.
Then I thank you too, noble creatures.
Gotta admit, easy peasy with our powers combined. So, what now? We hit the path? Ride to the nearest notice board? Rustle up another contract?
Exactly. Oh, effects of the bruise waning. I can feel it. Won't be able to understand you soon.
That's horseshit. I mean, I got so much more I want to tell you, and...
Clever beasts, horses. Farewell, Witcher.
I got a minute, Roach. I'm sobering up. I can't understand you anymore. Fast travel.
You scared me half to death, Drifter. What do they call you? What's your crest? Speak!
Name's Geralt. No crest, no motto, no plumed helmet even. I'm a witcher. Francois Le Goff, I presume. Your betrothed sent me. See, you've been gone a while, so you've got her worried.
Well, indeed, for Grotore is a most fearsome beast. I must prepare properly for battle.
By napping outside the cave for a fortnight?
I have tarried a bit, true, but the delay is done. My word I gave, thus the beast shall die.
Wouldn't happen to need any help, would you?
I don't know. After all, I did swear a solemn oath to...
Deposit the beast's head at your beloved's feet. No mention of you killing it all by yourself, though.
All in all, I suppose you're right. We must fight side by side, then. For honor!
Side by side for honor.
Strange. No sign of Kratori.
Perhaps we should turn back? If there's no beast, there's no beast. Damn shame, but we tried.
Not so fast. Let's take a look around. Cradle filled with children's shoes. Doubt I've ever seen a collection this grotesque.
Of shoes?
Impressive. You'd think you were in a winter garden. Something on the other side. You'd hope to get through. Neither sword nor sign will cut this. Bones. Small skull. Fontanelle's not completely closed. Infant. Various sundries. Some tools. Day now. Tori must break in from its victims. Seems to be off somewhere, probably feeding. Need to lure it.
Very well. To work then.
Vittori.